Hey, hi there. I'm Judi Vitale from ReadTheStars.com, and I'm giving you your monthly horoscope for July 2011. And that's why I'm sitting in my swinging chair, my sitting hammock, whatever you want to call it. I just love it. And I wanted to share it with you this month, because it is July after all. And everybody's going to be relaxing to some degree. And that's because of the influence of the sign Cancer. The sun went into Cancer on the first day of summer, June 21st. But now, we're really getting used to it and getting used to the idea of like, I don't have to worry about putting that coat on at all. And it's very nice and comfortable for most of us. Of course, there are some people who are suffering in the world, and we have to always keep our eye on them, and we'll be talking about that in a moment. The month of July in 2011 will start off with an eclipse of the sun in the sign of Cancer. So for a few days, we're not going to feel that nice, comforting energy. So we're going to have to create it in our own lives, and that's really what you need to do. Pay more attention to what your life would be with if you didn't have Cancer energy, if you didn't have a feeling of wanting to take care of other people or other people taking care of you. You might want to get more involved in food. You might want to get more involved with your children or children in general if you don't have any of your own. But it also is going to cause some disruptions in this area, and we may wonder how people could do some hideous acts in the world. Perhaps something about the Casey Anthony trial will come to life, or comes to light somewhere around the time of the eclipse. Certainly, it seems as though that's coming to a head. We will see. The full moon this month is on July the 15th, and it's in Capricorn. So there's going to be a lot of culmination around the ideas that are Capricornish, and that has to do with money, finance, new jobs, status in the world. And speaking of money and finance, on the world view kind of thing, I want everybody to be very aware of the fact we're having Jupiter trine Pluto again. And as we have this, we have to be very careful about jumping into financial schemes that seem a lot better than they really are. So I want everybody to keep in mind that although something sounds really wonderful, if it sounds at all like it's a pie in the sky, it probably is. And pies in the sky are not very good. They're much better on a plate in a nice Cancerian sense. Okay, so that's going on. We're going to have Mercury in Leo. We'll talk about that as that occurs. And then also we have Venus moving into Cancer. So, people are going to be a lot more affectionate and sweet and traditional. And that's going to happen right around the 4th of July. And then Venus will make a trine with Neptune also around the 4th of July. Although this is really nice for romance because it just, puts that little fog over our eyes so that we look at the person and we don't see the blemishes in them, and just enough to let us fall in love. It's good, but be cautious about any relationships that you form around this time, because you could be missing something that you really need to know about. In addition to that, there could be some more wet weather around this time. I feel very, very badly for those who are suffering from the floods and the fires and everything else. Maybe with any luck the wet weather will hit the west, I don't know. But with Uranus going retrograde on July the 9th, we're going to go back and start to absorb some of the shocks that have occurred in our lives since Uranus went into Aries in the beginning of March of this year. So, I don't know how that's going to bode in terms of those things. It could mean that we have a little bit of time to adjust to it, and it can also mean that we go back and really see the truth of what has happened over that period of time. So let's wait and see with that one. So those are the major things that are happening this month. It's the eclipse. It's about being aware of your Cancer energy, and also just about enjoying summer, being with family, friends, doing traditional things, and celebrating who we are as we enjoy summer and all of the good things about it. So once again, I'm Judi Vitale from ReadTheStars.com. If you have any questions for me, any comments, any suggestions, like Judy, don't sit in the hanging chair, it throws us all off. Just send me a little note at Judi, Judi, at ReadTheStars.com.